Welcome back. In this lesson, we'll learn how to apply the official ICD-10-CM Coding Guidelines in real coding situations. You'll also become familiar with several important alphabetic index conventions that help you assign diagnosis codes accurately. In this lesson, we'll focus on practical coding principles you'll use every day. You'll learn why documentation is so important, how to code to the highest level of specificity, when to code signs and symptoms, and how several common alphabetic index conventions can guide you to the correct diagnosis code. Every coding decision begins with the provider's documentation. Before opening the ICD-10-CM manual, carefully review the medical record to understand exactly what the provider has documented. Clear documentation is the foundation of accurate diagnosis coding. Always assign the most specific diagnosis code supported by the provider's documentation. Avoid choosing a general code when a more detailed one is available. Coding to the highest level of specificity improves accuracy, communication, and reimbursement. When a provider documents a confirmed diagnosis, you generally report that diagnosis instead of the routine signs and symptoms associated with it. However, if no definitive diagnosis has been established, you may code the documented signs or symptoms. Always follow the official ICD-10-CM Coding Guidelines. The quality of the provider's documentation directly affects the quality of your coding. Complete documentation helps you assign accurate diagnosis codes, while missing or unclear information can make selecting the correct code much more difficult. A simple workflow can help you code accurately every time. Start by reviewing the provider's documentation. Next, locate the diagnosis in the alphabetic index, verify the code in the tabular list, apply any applicable coding guidelines, and then assign the final diagnosis code. The alphabetic index contains helpful instructions that guide your search. A C instruction requires you to look under another main term before selecting a code. A See Also instruction simply suggests another location that may provide additional information if needed. The word with indicates a relationship between two conditions in the ICD-10-CM classification. When both conditions are documented together, the classification often assumes a connection unless the provider clearly documents otherwise. As always, verify the final code in the tabular list. You'll also see symbols such as parentheses and brackets in the alphabetic index. Parentheses contain non-essential modifiers that don't change code assignment, while brackets identify manifestation codes or provide additional coding guidance. Understanding these conventions helps you interpret entries correctly. Let's put everything together. Begin with the provider's documentation, locate the main term in the alphabetic index, follow any applicable conventions such as with, verify the code in the tabular list, and then assign the final diagnosis code. Following the same process each time helps reduce coding errors. Many coding mistakes happen because important steps are skipped. Always read the provider's documentation carefully. Pay attention to alphabetic index instructions, and never assign a diagnosis code without verifying it in the tabular list. Here's an easy process to remember. Read the documentation, locate the diagnosis, verify the code, and then assign it. Following these 4 simple steps every time will help you build strong coding habits and improve your accuracy. Let's review what you've learned. Should you code to the highest level of specificity? Which alphabetic index instruction is required? And what does the word with usually indicate? The answers are yes, C, and A. Excellent work. Today, you learned how to apply the official ICD-10-CM Coding Guidelines and use key alphabetic index conventions to assign diagnosis codes more accurately. In our next lesson, we'll begin coding simple real-world diagnosis examples using everything you've learned so far. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next lesson.